I would like to thank, first of all, I would like to thank Mr. Malik for giving us this opportunity, and also for Mr. College for providing us the platform for doing this. This presentation is prepared by my team, Satya, Subhash Yadav, Subham Satya, and myself, Mr. Vinod. Our topic for today is responsibility. Most people think responsibility is just about following the rules, but what I have learned is responsibility is actually the difference between the people who succeed and the people who make excuses. What responsibility actually means. Responsibility is not complicated. It's about owning the actions of your, owning the consequences of your actions. For example, if I don't study for an exam and I actually fail the exam, I can blame the teachers, I can blame the curriculum, I can even blame the entire education system. But the actual reason I failed was because I did not study. So what can, if I accept the truth behind the reason I failed, maybe I can actually make some difference about it. I can work on it, I can accept the thing that I did wrong. So there are three truths about responsibility that is quoted by some historical figures. It is wrong and immoral to seek the escape of consequences of one's act. It is said by Mahatma Gandhi. Think about this. When a factory pollutes a river, you can't escape the damage it caused. You can only accept it. So it is about the truth. Accepting something is the truth. That is also part of responsibility. Eventually, we will have to accept the full and total responsibility for our actions, for what we have done and for what we have failed to do. Let us said by Hubert Selby. He was the American novelist. If citizens don't vote and when the country suffers, they can blame the entire political system, but actually that was the failure to act for not voting the right candidate. Nietzsche truth, responsibility gives us freedom. Freedom is the will to take responsibility for ourselves. The meaning behind it is if we actually do everything by ourselves, like if I don't rely on my friends for preparing the presentation or helping me on exam, I can actually do anything. Like I'm free because I'm independent. I don't have to depend on anybody. That is also freedom. Responsibility in our lives. As a student does homework even when they don't feel like it, builds trust and discipline. A citizen who follows simple rules helps create a society that works for everyone. A nation grows strong when its people take responsibility, not when they avoid it. Now, instead of asking what society is doing for me, we should ask what I am willing to do for the society. Instead of asking why this is happening to me, we should ask we are the part of it and how can we control it. Don't just ask what others should do for you. Ask yourself what responsibility I am willing to carry. Responsibility is not handed out; it is claimed, and only those who accept it can truly be free. In conclusion, responsibility is not about being perfect. It's about owning the choices and their results. It's about understanding that every time we take responsibility, we get the power to change things. So that's my part. I'd like to
So learning is a lifelong process. We stay student as long as we learn. From birth to death, we are still students. So being responsible student is not about being everything perfectly, but about being consistent in our work, our assignments, attending lectures, any kind of views and assignments. So attending all lectures and class regularly, staying organized with planner, notebook, or any kind of reminder. So nowadays we have alarm clocks in our phones and we can set up the alarms so that we can remind ourselves for those notes taking and attending lectures, etc. Responsibility means also speaking up in class. For example, I'm that kind of student who sits silent in the class and just be passive and never stand out to ask questions. But yeah, we must ask questions submissively to teachers, to mentors, so that we can solve those doubts and queries that arise in our mind and thoughts. As being a student, we all have tried last minute planning, right? So last minute planning means basically revising all the topics just one day before the exam or the night. Um, so that is not really efficient and productive. So what we can do is regularly, on a regular basis, we can take up a note. The lecturers have given us notes. We can summarize those notes um, by by setting short-term and long-term goals. For example, short-term goals like we have to-do list. Like for example, we can go home and follow our duties like exercises, and we can just set the goals like I will drink this amount of water today, and I will be committing this amount of exercise today. And for long-term goals, we have career goals, finance goals, and our long-term views. And second one is balance commitment. About saying yes to everything, not overcoming. Means we must learn to say no. That means we should never be occupied by friends or any kind of sensual pleasure gratified activities. Rather, we must follow our duties, responsibilities, and prioritize our own responsibilities than those temporary pleasures. And third one is breaking down big tasks into smaller, manageable chunks. Means a whole large part can be divided into small chunks, and due to that technique, we can basically follow those tasks very efficiently. Don't just read, seek some book, try strategies, celebrate his progress. Sometimes we tend to seek ego and not really tend to ask questions to teachers, not really tend to ask our mentors. Okay, so that's not good habit. So we can go and ask our mentors, friends, family about our queries and doubts. Develop effective study techniques such as active reading. So active reading basically means teaching someone. You can visualize that you are teaching someone in front of you, and with that you can basically gain more insights and knowledge more productively. And second technique is Pomodoro technique. Pomodoro technique basically means breaking down the whole task and time into manageable parts so that you can work effectively, read effectively. Third last, what does it really mean to be responsible for your actions? It means taking ownership of our actions. That means saying sorry when we're wrong and being humble enough to accept the outcome of our choices. But it also means being proud when we succeed without ego and false pride. We tend to basically become more filled with arrogance when success is built on us. So it simply means we don't run away from them, we admit our mistakes, we learn from them, that lead us to the position and place we are now. So be thankful that we have been able to tackle it, we learn, we must adjust and we move forward stronger. That's truly mark of responsibility to learn first. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Sudhas Yadav and I am going to talk about employee responsibility. Employee responsibility. First of all, what do you refer to as employee responsibility? It refers to being responsible for an organization. For me, being responsibility as an employee and as a person is two different things. First of all, being as a person, responsibility refers to we are not bounded by certain boundaries. But being as an employee, responsibility comes with even boundaries and time limits. Sure. What is employee responsibility refers to? Fulfilling duties with integrity and professionalism. Fulfilling duties, if we are in a certain boundary working for an organization that really needs to work for goals and responsibility that we are assigned. Okay. Another is being reliable, punctual and accountable. We have to be punctual and we have to complete our task in a limited time, the time frame that is assigned to us. That is responsibility being as an employee. We have to work for it. And respecting colleagues and support teamwork. Achieving certain goals as a person or as an employee. As an employee, if we are working as an employee for an organization, fulfilling like respecting colleagues and supporting teamwork. I like achieving goals for a company is really matter when we are working as a team. Yeah. As a person, we are working on ourselves, but to achieve a goal for an organization, we have to work as a team and support like each and every colleague that we are working with, okay, and respect our colleague as well, contributing to organizational work. As I have earlier mentioned, if we are working for an organization, there must be certain like goals and there must be goals, organizational goals, like achieving targets and achieving certain types like yeah, I have mentioned achieving targets, and I have mentioned one quote like leaders inspired through their ability to accept responsibility before they place blame. Like what does it mean? Before placing blame to others, like in a if we are working in a team, there are different types of person like working with us. If we blame to others that you did wrong or I completely I completed my task through myself, that is not good. If we are working as a team, we must support each and every colleague and each and every team members we are working with. Now, ways of taking responsibility. It has to acknowledging your goals and your success and failure according. It means like if we are working as a team, we must like accept or acknowledge success and failure as well. If we as a team we become a success, if as an organization, as an employee, if we become a success, then we have to be accountable and we have to be responsible for our own like task and our own task. How can we take responsibility after mistakes? If we did mistakes, then we have to be we have to accept it. I did mistake and I have to work for it and I can do better than this. Another is giving promises and meet deadlines. If we are working for an organization, there must be deadlines. I have already mentioned. And so, being in a time limit and being in a time frame, we must have to complete the task as per the deadlines. Proactive solve problems. While solving problems, we have to be like really active. If we really late for something that needs to be completed in a hurry manner, then as an organization, it might not good for like as a competitive environment. If we are communicating with each other as a team member or as an organization, we have to be honest to each and everything. If we did something mistake, then we have to be honest to ourselves also and to an organization as well. And another is taking feedback. Feedback means if we completed our task, then we have to take feedback from our seniors. If taking feedback from our juniors, our customers, that's it. And another topic is personal growth and application. So personal growth refers to as I have already mentioned, personal growth is like working on self. So achieving personal growth, we have to set goals and work consistently toward it. Not consistently, but continuously through trainings and practices. We have to work hard for what we want to do in a career. And another is adapt challenges. We have to accept challenges as well. And another quote I have. Growth is the great suspector between those who succeed and those who not. So it refers to like if we really growth means if we work hard for something, then we must succeed in life. And these are the difference between growth and success. So I would like to welcome Swamsai.
Now I would like to talk about responsibility. Now I would like to tell what responsibilities teach us. Responsibility brings honesty, commitment, and accountability. Responsibility is not completing a task, but it's also complete honesty, truthful, and committing to our plans and accountability and focusing on our results. Now, for students, especially as is for students to plan their schedules, stay on discipline, and stay focused on their goals to build success. And for employees, during a workplace,
employees have to be loyal to their organization, companies, and punctuality. And they also should maintain safety rules and also use strong ethics and use integrity. Now I would like to tell some practice recommendations. Practice daily in small actions. We should always practice small actions like being on time, wake up on time. This will make us a very responsible person. Use planners and digital tools to manage time effectively. Remembering things is very difficult for us, so we should use planners, digital tools like mobile apps to manage time effectively. Turn excuses into practical solutions. Excuses decrease our responsibilities, so responsible person always finds solutions rather than excuses. See mistakes as growth opportunities. Mistakes makes us perfect as it helps us to grow. Stay consistent with promises and behavior. We should be consistent in our goals and the promises, and we should stay disciplined in our behavior. Responsibility is not a burden, it is the foundation of trust, growth, and long-term success. Responsibility is founded on trust because trust is not built from our word but actions we provide. And similarly, growth. We feel like responsibility is a burden, but it is not a burden but a chance to an opportunity to grow ourselves. And long-term success, responsibility helps us to grow our goals and it helps in long-term success. Thank you for listening.